up, YouTube? ShadowDPS with you. I hope everybody's doing pretty good. Sorry, I have been incognito for a couple of months. I've had a lot of things going on at work and personal life, a lot of travel, but things are starting to settle down. So I am back. I am back for good. So thank you for those of you who have been sending me emails and messages. Shadow Warrior, you okay? Blah, 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 blah. I appreciate the concern. I really appreciate it. But I am good to go. And I'm looking forward to getting back into moto vlogging. So yeah, man, things are good. It's late October. This is really the start of my riding season. Finally starting to cool off a little bit. I think today the high is going to be like around 80. Right now it's probably like around 50 something, which is perfect commuting weather. And that's where I'm heading now. Heading to work now. On the Super Tenere, by far my most favorite bike. And speaking of which, I am starting a new series on my channel. I am looking for another bike to purchase to change things up, spice things up a bit. I'm not necessarily looking at replacing one of my existing bikes. I may not, I don't know yet. But I'm looking for another bike to add to the stable, you know. And it's not really tied to any specific genre, even though, as most of you guys know who follow my channel, I'm probably more interested in touring more than anything else. So of course, touring bikes are under consideration. So like a few of the new cruisers out there, for instance, that Indian Scout. That's a fine looking bike right there, I tell you. Fine looking bike. Also like the Ducati Scrambler. There's a few other bikes that I'm interested in adding to the stable. So again, it's not really tied to any particular genre of bike, but I'm hoping to do this within the next couple of months. So yeah, it'll be a multi-part series. ShadowDPS shopping for a new bike. So I encourage you to check that out and help me through the process. Maybe I can learn some things from you and you can learn something from me. I'm not trying to finance any bike. If I can pay cash, or maybe sell one of my bikes and pay the rest in cash, that'd be a good thing. That's the only requirement that I have, so I'm not getting any Harley Davidson CVO level bike. Just something that I can easily afford, that I can have some fun with, maybe do some touring on, or just have some fun around the neighborhood or around the city. That would be a good thing. I love my 3 current bikes. Yeah, man, it's hard to believe that I had that FZ10 for more than 3 years already. Time flies. The Super Tenere I've had since 14, and my Striker I've had since 12, I believe, 12 or 13. So I'll hold on to bikes. So yeah, just looking at adding another bike to the stable. Like I said, I may or may not get rid of one of my existing bikes. We'll see. We shall see. Yeah. It's late October. Halloween is just a couple of days away. just a couple of days away, and it's amazing how fast this year has just flown by. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to do some of the things I wanted to do on the bike because of work commitments or personal commitments. Hopefully I'll have a chance sometime in the near future, but life gets in the way, don't it? It gets in the way. It is what it is. But yeah, really, this is the start of my riding season. I don't like riding when it's super hot out, but now the temperature is it's looking good compared to hot temperatures. Just layer up and go. As long as there's no ice on the roads, which rarely happens here in South Texas, I'm good to go. I love South Texas because I can ride pretty much all year round. I have been considering moving at some point. I'm not sure when. It's not 100% either. But one other place I wouldn't mind moving to is the Carolinas. Head back to the East Coast, and I just love the Carolinas. North Carolina is absolutely beautiful. South Carolina, in its own way, is beautiful as well. I was stationed in Charleston, South Carolina, years ago. I'm sure it changed a bit since then, but the people there are just friendly. Cost of living isn't too bad, although Texas isn't bad right now, although property values are starting to go up with all the people moving in, and it's just really getting so congested here in San Antonio. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm just keeping my eyes out on opportunities in North Carolina, South Carolina area. We'll see. And there's some great riding in North Carolina. So we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, I'm just going to enjoy Texas. Again, I may be here for the long haul. I don't mind Texas for the most part. But with that, back to my original statement about the riding season. Riding season is just starting, really, for me. I hope to do the Three Sisters in a few weeks. I got a few other guys who are interested in riding that with me. My normal riding buddies and a couple of guys from work. So that should be a fun all-day ride. And yeah, man, we'll have some fun out here. I want to say thank you for all the folks who provided comment on my latest Super Tenere review video, 5 years of ownership. I did it back in, I don't know, July, I think. I got a lot of good comments, good views on that video. I really appreciate it. Like I said, if you have any questions about this bike, hit me up. I still have to make a few mods, mostly to the windshield. I got one of those extenders. I got one of those extenders and some winglets. Now that it's getting a little cool, I need to go ahead and add those to the mix. As far as any other upgrades, don't really have any planned out. I was thinking about getting one of those, what do you call those things? Skid plates, but I don't do enough dirt riding to make it worthwhile. So I think I'm pretty much done with upgrading this bike. One bike that is going to be safe from me getting rid of is this bike. This bike has been awesome over the last 5 years. I have no plans on getting rid of the Super Tenere. The other bikes, we'll see. We shall see. Man, it's gorgeous out here today as far as temperature. I left the house a little late, so a little bit more traffic than usual. Takes me a little longer to prep the commute on the bike. Gotta check the tires, make sure the lights work, you know, T-clocks. Always do T-clocks before you leave the house. Yeah, it takes a little while, it's a pain, but it's worth it and it'll save your butt. One place I would love to move to, and I've been looking at jobs over there as well, is Europe. There's a lot of jobs in, well, there are some jobs in Europe that I could potentially apply for. In the Germany area, Stuttgart, Ramstein, near Kaiserslautern. I would love to just work, rent my house here for 3 years and move to Germany and just ride in Europe for like 3 years. You know, of course work, but man, it'd be awesome to do that. So that's another thing that I'm trying to research. If I could do that, that'd be my number one choice. Just go over to Europe, go to Germany. Probably my best shot at getting a job in Germany or Italy, Aviano or Vicenza, and just do some real riding over there. Got a buddy of mine who I was stationed with while I was in the Air Force. Man, this dude was so lucky. He had a 4-year assignment at Ramstein, came back to DC where I was only there for like 2 years, and then got another job in Paris. And what did he ride? I think he had a Harley Davidson. He did all kind of trips in Europe. Just give me 3 years, that's all I need. But anyway, folks, that's all I got for you today. Like I said, stay tuned for my next series, ShadowDPS, shopping for a bike. Well, that'll be the title, or close to the title anyway. You'll know it when you see it. But anyway, I will talk to you later. Be safe. Peace.